Introducing first, weighing 193 pounds from Rochester, New York. He is usually an extremely cute wrestler, but tonight he is an extremely cute stunt fighter, Colin Delaney. His opponent, weighing 187 pounds from Los Angeles, California, Emanon.
You stop! It's universal. In Spanish, you suck. Ring the bell!
And ladies and gentlemen, our main event at Project Chapter 3, the punk rock supernova Eric Emanon taking on the extremely cute stunt fighter Colin Delaney, former ECW star. This man has traveled the world with the likes of Ring of Honor, Chikara, CZW, Upstate Pro Wrestling. This man is world traveled. And Eric Emanon, probably his greatest task to date here in this main event. This is the second time Eric Emanon has main evented a project show out of the 3 project shows. Both men looking strong, that side headlock.
Eric Emanon firmly in, maybe I spoke too soon. Oh, he's firmly in control of that headlock. This is going to be a vastly different style match than the one we just saw.
Whereas you saw power taking presence in Greg Excellent versus Terrell Kenneth, here it seems like speed and technique is going to be the key to get the victory here at Project Chapter 3.
We have to watch Eric Emanon though. I know he will not be afraid to take any shortcuts he can.
The congregation is firmly behind Colin Delaney here. Wristlock applied.
Well, Eric Emanon's known for making friends every time he comes to the Sanctuary Stunt Studio.
Right. A little bit of the lucha libre technique of stunt fighting here, shown by both men. Kip up, stepping over and able to counter right back into that wrist lock. Eric with that roll, kip up into a head kick, stunning Delaney, catching him right on the back of the head. And now Eric mocking Delaney, mocking the congregation.
I was going to say a shot to the skull will stop just about anything.
So collar and elbow there. Colin. Very aggressive locking up by these men. That's twice.
The aggression's been turned up quite a bit.
Colin outsmarting Eric twice. It's not very often you see Eric Emanon outsmarted here at the Sanctuary.
3 times.
3 times. For the 4th. That's all 4. That's a home run. He touched all 4 turnbuckles. That's a home run. It is World Series season. What an arm drag.
Eric Emanon does not do.
And a second arm drag. Oh, and a third. Colin, what a beautiful kip up. Beautifully done by Colin Delaney, outsmarting Eric Emanon, who arguably has to be one of the top villains here. And speak of the devil and he shall appear. Eric Emanon showing his brains, his smarts, tripping Colin right into that second buckle, followed by a shot right to the back of the head, the medulla oblongata. You take out the base of the neck of the spine, you can't do anything.
Eric had to do something to create distance because what he was doing was not generating any results whatsoever.
It absolutely was not. Colin looking for a bit of a reprieve there, but doesn't seem to be getting it as Eric is just as aggressive.
Eric following the old adage, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Absolutely. You're not cheating, you're not trying, right?
He did. Oh.
And Eric with that size 10 right to the throat of Colin Delaney.
I don't see something so cute about it, huh? These things only have a face up.
What's weird about that is when Eric had a beard, that would always be something that people would do to him. Just pull him up by the beard.
Well, what's the legality of beard pulling? Is it the same as pulling regular hair?
I would assume. Oh, that chop right to the chest. And an Eric dishing one right back.
Well, Colin Delaney on his back.
Right into that chin lock. Oh, Colin still got a bit of life. Colin trying to do whatever he can to get out of that chin lock.
Eric doesn't have a lot of hair to grab. I suppose you do what you gotta when you're in that position.
Absolutely. Strong forearm strike. And now a club to the back. And now body shots. Colin trying to get out of the ring. Absolute blitzkrieg. Oh, leapfrog. Eric. Oh my God. Tope Suicida absolutely ramming Eric right into that steel barricade.
There was not a lot of room between the ring and the barricade.
Absolutely not. Colin dragging Eric up by the ears. Over in that ringside area. Not a lot of room there.
Good way to change the color of some flesh.
Absolutely. Well, he asked him to break the count, and that's exactly what he did. Hard chop.
Vicious chop again.
Absolutely.
His fingers are gross.
Oh, no.
That's not sanitary.
That's absolutely not sanitary. Dragging him around the congregation. Warming it up. Thumb right to the eye. Eric was not having any more of that.
Colin Delaney took a little too long.
Oh my God. Delaney bring Eric back into the ring. Waiting on the apron. What is he setting up for here? Shot to the gut.
Springboard. Maybe he is going for a springboard.
We'll see. Oh! Eric catches him. Eric catches him. Could he be going for the LA Riot? No.
Not yet.
Colin pushes him off. Ducks the line. Spin through. Blue Thunder Bomb. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. I truthfully think Eric might have had that had he managed to get his feet across the arms, across the shoulders, and get that full mount, that full cover. I think this stunt fight would have been over. But alas, it continues. With Eric Emanon with a sharp knee directly to the spine, it continues.
Back to the throat.
Eric Emanon staying with what works.
Hey, you can't breathe, you can't fight.
I said that earlier. And another hard chop. Colin is not amused.
These chops appear to be
Colin's just walking it off. I mean,
Eric may want to try a change of strategy.
He just might. Right to the eye. The ever-clever Eric Emanon, showing exactly why he is the smartest villain in the Stunt studio.
Guess what? You can't see, you can't fight either. At least not well.
Thanks for the observation. You are grade A tonight, Ryan Zero.
I'm a little out of my element.
Exchanging strikes. As Colin knocked directly on his rear end. And Eric dragging him. Could he be setting up for the King Kong clutch? Ripping at the jaw. There it is, the King Kong clutch. That is a highly illegal hold. He has until the count of 5. Pat G being very lenient there, not disqualifying Eric Emanon.
You know, everybody abuses that 5 count. Maybe rules need to be revisited.
I mean, and again, taking full advantage of the referee's 5 count. And a strong forearm strike, once again knocking Colin Delaney to the mat. Eric Emanon, ever the aggressor in this matchup. Telling Colin where exactly he was going to put him, driving his face directly into the top turnbuckle. Followed by that snug forearm shot right behind the ear. Up and over. Wait, this is 1/2.
That didn't go according to
When Eric and I used to do that, we used to call it the Tokyo Drift. That was his half of it. He would deliver a super kick directly behind the ear. What is Colin going for another suicide dive here? No, Eric managing to go into the congregation and breaking it.
Smart move crossing the barricade.
Very, very smart. And Eric taking a seat.
He's got a 10 count to take a breather.
He absolutely does. He absolutely does. Eric, very smart, catching his breath here. Catching his breath. Oh, what is Colin doing? Springboard crossbody. Absolutely incredible. The athleticism of these two men. Colin giving high fives to the congregation. As Eric Emanon holding the back of his head.
Not a lot of movement out of Emanon.
Absolutely not, but he could just be playing possum. Delaney tossing Eric back in. Eric on spaghetti legs. Colin up to the second. Sunset flip. Count of 2. Oh, Eric would have pinned. 1, 2, flips him through. Another pin. Beautiful pin sequence. There's a cardio workout for the referee. Crucifix.
Still going.
Beautiful series of combination there. Followed by a double clothesline. Both men hooking around the throat, knocking the breath out of each other.
Neither man can find the answer there. We're back to a stalemate.
Both men absolutely beating the absolute snot out of each other during this stunt fight, this main event stunt fight here at Project Chapter 3.
Colin Delaney trying to rally the congregation.
Both men to their knees, exchanging strikes.
We've been pretty evenly matched so far.
Both men equal size, equal muscle mass. Both hard hitters.
Guess we haven't figured out that those chops are not the answer.
Eric answers back with a forearm of his own. Eric ducks the line. Oh. Oh, Smart strike. Oh my God, Spanish fly, solo Spanish fly, 1, 2, whoa!
Out of nowhere, not even a setup.
Colin on the run, managing to deliver that Spanish fly to Eric Emanon. I thought that was it. I thought Colin Delaney had the win there.
Eric Emanon not finished yet.
Colin lining him up. Oh no. Eric able to counter with a back elbow, smiling. Oh no! Snap slide through German. I've never seen that in my life. And Eric just managing to get the shoulder up. How did he manage to do that?
That was certainly creative and effective.
The precision with that snap German from the second as Colin sitting up on the top rope. No, changes his mind. Gets Eric up to a standing position. Strong strike right in the jaw.
He probably should have went up top.
Colin might be missing some teeth there. Irish whip. Oh my God, I'm glad Eric wears a mouthpiece. Big boot, caught him right in the nose. Eric climbing to the second. Oh, electric chair.
He got caught. Eric Emanon.
Oh, absolutely eats the turnbuckle. Super kick right to the knee. Go for that knee strike. Detonation kick. And Colin back to his feet. Lining him up. And Eric finding a counter for almost everything here. Knee strike right to the jaw.
To be honest, both men have been very effective with the countering tonight.
They have. Flying E! The flying E! Eric has him up on his shoulders. LA Riot! That's gotta be it. 1, 2, 3!
Eric Emanon with the win tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Emanon is now 2-0 in Project. What a fantastic contest.
He pulled it off in explosive fashion.
He absolutely did. That flying E, that flying knee strike coming out of nowhere, followed by the LA Riot.